गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरु साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां. We are, whatever, if we can cover the whole thing in one class, very difficult, but if you are, I don't want to rush it also, but if you can get a little bit of it also, of this composition, it is called Sadhana Panchakam. Sadhana, you understand, practices, and Panchakam means 5. So 5 verses, a nutshell, a atom bomb with everything included, and it is left to the teacher to explode the bomb. Like E is equal to mc square. Now they have to, with that they made the atom bomb and they exploded it somewhere. So here, this bomb, when it explodes, the I vanishes. For that, a certain amount, a certain mindset is required. And that mindset cannot come by doing what you are doing for so many years. Something needs to change. If you have been a bachelor till you got married, once you get married, you cannot think like a bachelor. Then you were both enjoying yourself. Just now I was in someone's house day before yesterday, and the baby, they have got a baby, only 3 months old. And when they invited me, I went, and then I blessed the baby and all that. I said, so, oh, how is it? Oh, it is fun, but life is upside down, Swamiji. So, but are you enjoying? Yes. So, before they were 2, they were doing everything what they wanted. But now, the rules of engagement have changed with the baby there. And they have to up their game. You cannot keep thinking about my freedom, when I was alone, I was happy. Then when we were 2, it was less tension. Now there is child also. No, we must be ready. Only when you feel that you are ready for a parenthood, then you will have a child and you will do the right thing with the child, isn't it? When you are ready for the school, prep or kindergarten or first or second year, then you go to the school, then you will do the right thing with the school. If you are ready for masters or PhD, then you will do the right thing with those studies. And why will you go? Everyone doesn't go for PhD and masters. Everyone doesn't. I didn't go for marriage. I didn't go for kids. I bless. I bless. I have kids. And yesterday only, when on the Ram Navami day, Sunday, someone came, Swamiji, we had just come from Fiji and this and that, in a Fiji temple. They called me for Ramayana. And that kid was so, just her age, she was 3.5 and 4 years old, and she came to me and she was playing with my beard and all that. And then the mother and father came and they said, oh, Swamiji, we really enjoyed the satsang, this, that. I said, forget all that, you enjoyed or not. How old is she? 4 years. I said, by next year I need one more. She says, Swamiji, what you are saying, it's all up to her. I said, I told her just now, she has to have one more. She said, but we are just migrated, we don't have money, we don't have this, we don't. I said, everything will come, but you should listen. क्योंकि रामायण के बाद बोला है तो होना ही पड़ेगा, कैसे कैसे नहीं होगा. So here, this sadhana panchakam, the first verse we will read and then we will go through it. You can repeat after me, chanting Sanskrit verses. Dekho, last time I remember clearly when I came last time and I talked about it. The whole creation, the sound of the creation, the natural sound of the creation is what? Is it Papa, Mama, Dada, Dadi? No. What is it? Om. That Om itself by nature expands and contracts. When it expands, the vowels come out. In English, only 5 of them are there. A, E, I, O, U. Only crying. A, E, I, O, U. But in Sanskrit, A, I, U, Ru, 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 E, I, O, Au, Aha. So many, 12 of them. And when these natural sounds, a baby also when it is born, the first, nobody teaches. Out of first vowel comes out of his mouth without any effort. Correct. So when these natural sounds in the creation, the vowels, when they start rubbing against each other, just like clouds when they rub against each other, what happens? Hello beta, how are you? What happens when the clouds rub against each other? Lightning, isn't it? Something that was not there, that is created. Exactly the same way. When the water bangs against each other, what is created? A wave, isn't it? Same way, when these natural sounds, they collide with each other as if consonants come out. And the consonants, they are included from the base of your throat to the lips. So from the base of the throat, the sounds are the English language or any country, any language you take, they have not been able to so scientifically distribute the sound origin. From here, the gutturals is the k, kh, g, gh, ng. Then the palatals is ch, ch, j, jh, ya. Then the cerebrals, this part, ta, tha, da, dha, na. Then the dentals, ta, tha, da, dha, na. Then the lips, pa, pha, ba, bha, ma. See, all going from there. And then there are some other ones, yara, lava, sha, sha, sa, ha, ha. Then what is the last one? Ha. So it begins with a and ends in ha. A plus ha is equal to what? Aham. Correct? One penultimate, but aham. So aham is I. That is what me is. That is what I is. So now you understand. I'm just giving you a little bit extra data, but it's fascinating. Now, once the vowels have collided with each other and the consonants have come about, I'll just give you a few examples and then we move ahead to this. There's a reason why I'm telling you all this. So, for example, the first ones, k, kh, g, gh, ng. With every consonant, some aspect of creation came into existence because the sound and its expression are not separate. Just like the heat and light is not separate from the sun or fire, correct? They're part. If you take out the heat and light, there is no sun. If there is sun, there is heat and light. Exactly the same way. Ka means kal or kala. Kala is the various phases. Then kha means space. The word kha itself means space. Ga means gati, movement. Now see how the words come together. Kha plus ga, you put together, what comes it? What will it be? Khaga. Khaga is the word for bird. All birds in Sanskrit are called khaga. Means the one who moves in space. And this way, slowly, the consonants and vowels combined together to form different words, and different words then gave to that aspect of creation the expression. Understand? This is the science behind it. Now, when we chant Sanskrit, just chant Om, it is good enough, but you should chant every day, you should chant. But whenever, now when I say Vedo Nityamadhiyatam, repeat, Vedo Nityamadhiyatam taduditam karma swanushtiyatam teneshasya vidhiyatam apachitihi kamye matistyajatam papaugha paridhuyatam bhavasukhe doshonusandiyatam atmecha vyavasiyatam nijagruhat turnam vinirgamyatam. Just chanting itself makes it so beautiful. Now listen to the whole thing. Just listen, enjoy. Vedo nityamadhiyatam tadudidam karma swanushtiyatam teneshasya vidhiyatam apachitihi kamye matistyajatam papaugha paridhuyatam bhavasukhe doshonusandiyatam atmecha vyavasiyatam nijagruhat turnam vinirgamyatam. This composition of Sadhana Panchakam has been put together by Adi Shankaracharya ji, and he composed many things. He composed आत्म षटकम, तुमने मनोबुद्धि चित्त अहंकार नाहम तुमने सुना होगा. He wrote the commentaries on Bhagavad Gita and the Upanishads. He wrote the Saundarya Lahari. He wrote so many Atma Bodh, Tattva Bodh, Vairagya Shatkam, Atma Shatkam, Matru Panchakam. Hundreds of them he has composed. Because when you are inspired and become the instrument in the hands of the divine, then it is for him to decide how he uses this equipment. And he used that Shankaracharya's equipment to compose so many things and bring back the knowledge into the society, which during the period of Buddhism had gone underground. Because what does Buddhism believe in? In Shunyavad, in rebirth. In Sanatan Dharma, we don't believe in Shunyavad. We understand that Shunya, emptiness, silence is only a stepping stone to go beyond. And that Shunya, in our Sanatan Dharma, in our Upanishads, it is called as Maya, it is called as ignorance, it is called as silence, it is called as unmanifest, it is called as Shakti. So there, that time it came as because of whenever something is going on too long, it becomes some patterns set in and they need to be changed, and that's why Buddhism came about at that time. So anyway, so here he says that as an instruction to his students who were always following him, because they must have asked him, "Sir, please give us in a nutshell. We have studied so many scriptures. It's such a vast ocean of knowledge. Can you put it in a nutshell for us?" So he puts it in. And what is it? And his disciples were not only sannyasis, they were grahasthas, family people also. Those are living, working, having desires, having a home, investing, socializing, everything. So if you want to, if we have not worked out what is that what we want in life, What is it that we want in life?
Peace.
Peace. कौन सा वाला पीस? चॉकलेट पीस?
अंदर का पीस.
अंदर का
अंदर
पीस.
का पीस रहेगा तो बाहर खुशी ही खुशी दिखेगी. हर
Good,
जगह.
good, good. So initially, you all agree with her, or you have some other answer? You agree? Okay. So we want peace, and she wants, and you have all agreed with her, you want peace inside. But what if I tell you that peace is everywhere? You are not available to it. Sunlight is everywhere. If you keep your windows closed, is it the fault of the sun? Nahi na. Similarly, peace is equal to happiness, is equal to grace, is equal to auspiciousness, is equal to enlightenment, is equal to liberation. It's all the same words. Same words. It is the natural state of yours. This we have to, first we have to accept. First we have to accept that. तो उसको accept कैसे करें? अभी हम accept कर रहे हैं, I am a mother, I am a wife. Let that continue, nothing wrong with that, because that is how the society is. But if you want peace, then we have to discriminate. And what is discrimination? Vivek. क्या होता है विवेक बताओ? I'm asking. What is Vivek?
सच क्या है और झूठ क्या है.
बहुत अच्छा. Such, what is true and what is false. That is good. What else? So in other English में चल रहा है ना, ठीक है ना English में? हाँ. So the discrimination means to discriminate between not should I eat pizza or should I eat Chinese. That is not discrimination. It is not, discrimination is not should I get married to a dark girl or a white girl. Discrimination, that is not discrimination. Discrimination is not should I build a single story house or a double story house in this suburb or that suburb. That is not discrimination. Discrimination means to separate the changing and the changeless, the finite and the infinite, the truth and the untruth. That is all there is. But how will you do it? Only by doing that you will come to know that, acha, this is truth. And right now we don't even know how to assess the world. I think this is what it is. So how do I find the truth in this world? तो यहाँ पे बोलते हैं वेदो नित्यम अधीयताम. Every day study the scriptures. Every day attend the satsang. Every day make a rule. If you want, I will send it to you. What? I'll send you the Bhagavad Gita. Every day read one verse. In 700 days, you will see you are a what you call transformed person. You will not say it. Other people will say, क्या हो गया तेरे को? And then you will say, मैं भगवत गीता पढ़ रहा हूँ. अच्छा भगवत गीता पढ़ रहा है. And then the challenge comes. अच्छा तूने भगवत गीता, अच्छा ये बता. And then you don't know anything when they ask you. So don't tell anyone. Do it in secret. But do it as a discipline. Like with discipline you have breakfast, lunch, dinner. With discipline you go to work. With discipline you go to sleep every night. So put another discipline in कि every day I will read 1 or 2 verses, and I can send you the ebook from Gita Press, Sadhak Sanjeevani in English, and read 2 verses. Don't try to understand too much. Just enjoy reading. Enjoy reading. And then next day again quickly read and go to the next 2 verses. Do it over 700 days, 700 verses. See the change that happens. Vedo nityam adhiyatam. Vedas are scriptures. How many types of scriptures are there in this world? From Sanatan Dharma point of view, there are 4 types. How many? So many, yes. So now I'm going to give you those categories. So you can put those fixed categories. One is the revealed scriptures. They are called Shruti. Shruti means that which is heard, that which is revealed. Hmm. And under that comes the Vedas. How many? You want to sit on the top, man?
No, good.
Are you good? Huh? You will come to know that knee is there. Huh? So Vedas. So there is Rig Ved, Yajur Ved, Sama Ved, and Atharvana Ved. Atharvana Ved. Because it came from Atharvana. They say it came from Atharvana Rishi. So these are the four Vedas. Where did they come from? Who wrote them? Nobody wrote them. The saints and sages, they are sitting in meditation, contemplate on something, just like a young man very happily sitting in his room. Suddenly he is thinking, how would it, now I'm 27 years old. How long I'm going to live alone? Revelation, you know. How long am I going to live all alone like this for the rest of my life? I think it's time to get married. And suddenly, the moment he makes that decision in his mind, everywhere he looks wives only. Correct? Huh? अगर तुम जैसे when you go to buy a car and you say this color nobody has, I have not seen this color on the road, and the moment you buy it you see that color everywhere. Correct or not? Same thing. So he changes, he starts looking for it everywhere. Same way these saints and sages, they were thinking of some deeper mysteries, truths, contemplating what is it, what is making this whole universe work, what is the truth, is this body the truth, the mind the truth, the breath the truth, this creation the truth. And in that deeper and deeper contemplations, when they worked out what they could see, but after that there are two steps after that. There is Shunya and there is Atma. So there, when they came to that point, then at Shunya level and Atmic level, both levels, the knowledge starts revealing. Because all knowledge is in the Akash, in the space of mind, all knowledge is there. Nothing is outside of your mind. Nothing is outside of your mind. Cloud? All in the cloud. And where is cloud? Nowhere. iCloud, where is it? I got 1 terabyte on this laptop. Laptop still weighs the same. It's almost full, but there's nothing. See? So here Vedas are that which were revealed to the great saints and sages, and Maharishi Vedvyas 5,700 years ago, he put it together in the form that we see it today. Otherwise it was passed from mouth to the ears of the students. Then second set of categories of scriptures are Puranas. Puranas are the mythological stories, and in that you got 18 main Puranas and 18 sub-Puranas. And what are they? That truth which was given in the Vedas is put, because now knowledge has to continue. People are not as smart as they used to be before, but the knowledge has to continue. So it was put in the story form. And in Sanatan Dharma, what is given? There is Brahma Puran, Shiv Puran, Shakti Puran, Devi Puran, Narad Puran, Bhagavad Puran, Ganesh Puran. Choose which god you want to choose, you choose. All gods are here. Choose anyone and you will have a Puran for that. How the whole creation began from Shiva. Then the one who believes that only Ganesh, my darling, is Ganesha. So he says, Shiva is the father, but I believe in Ganesha. Then read Ganesh Puran. The whole creation began from Ganesha. The story is like that. Then you say, no, all male. I'm Shakti Upasak. I follow the power, the female power, Shakti, Maya. So then there is Devi Puran. Then how, because of Devi, the whole creation is. Now, Western mind gets confused. They know only one. And impose it on everyone. If you don't follow that, you are not, you don't deserve to live. But here in Sanatan Dharma, even if it is a donkey, you can make the donkey a god. If it is Brahmara, if it is a bee, that bee is a goddess. That That ant is a goddess. You know whose vehicle, why donkey is a god? Because he is the vehicle of Shitala Mata. The Shitala Mata Devi, she rides donkey. Lakshmi Mata, she rides a owl. So owl is a sign of wisdom. Even in Western culture, it is a sign of wisdom, isn't it? So everything in this creation is auspicious. Everything. So just like if you are consciousness, every one of us consciousness, and I say, though, I'll give you one thought, just contemplate. Where is the whole creation? In space, correct? If anyone can refute that, the whole creation, the whole universe is existing in space, correct? How do you know there is space? Because it's not a difficult question. Because you have a mind and you have a thought called Akash, you have a thought called space, therefore there is space. Remember, the entire creation has come from vowels and consonants, I told you before, correct? So the whole creation is existing in space. Space is a thought in your mind. Who is more powerful? From the creation point of view, space was more powerful. From mind point of view, mind is more powerful than space, because if mind is not there, who will say space is space? Nobody is there. And who is more powerful than the mind? The consciousness. A dead person doesn't have a mind. Only a living person has. In a living person, the consciousness expresses as mind. So you are the source of the creation. You are the source of creation. You are the source of creation. Everything and everyone is the source at the same time. Just like every wave is the water at the same time. Every ornament is the gold at the same time. This we have to recognize. The moment we come to this truth, then what she's saying, I want peace. This peace will explode out of you without any reason, without any cause, without any purpose. Because it's its nature. Its nature is infinite. We have chosen to be finite, but when we study the Vedas, when we study the scriptures, we come to that point of unity, where that unity expresses itself. And for that, first way is Vedas, second is Puranas. I gave you so many Puranas. With any god, you can start the creation. Third, we have, it is called Itihasa. What is Itihas? Itihas means, Iti means thus. Has means happened. Thus it happened. Means history. History. And if you break history, what is it? What does it become? His story. Whose story? So we have got only two historical facts. They are Ramayana and Mahabharata. Ramayana was 20,000 years old. Mahabharata is 5,700 years old. And it is said that there is nothing in this creation that is past, present and future that is not included in the Mahabharata. You talk about IVF, in Mahabharata it was already done. You talk about the phone, the laptop, all this. These are all very grossified powers. They used to, all the great warriors, they had these powers. Rishis had these powers. So that was the third type. So our purpose of studying the historical facts, Mahabharata and Ramayana, are not to indulge in the story, but by studying the story, we come to the truth. We see the glory of that truth expressing as the central factor, central person. In Mahabharata, it is the Krishna, and in Ramayana, it is the Lord Ram, the perfect person, the ideal person. In Mahabharata, it is the supreme person with all his qualities and glory. Then fourth type of category. What is that could be? What could it be? So we have gone from revealed scriptures to remembered scriptures. They are called Smriti, the Puranas. To we have gone to the historical scriptures. What could be the next? The words of saints and sages. Words of saints and sages. And in India, we have plethora of Mahatmas. Even his words are there. They have been captured. They have been chronicled in our Satya Sai Charitra and etc. Dongre Maharaj, Ramana Maharishi, Ramakrishna Paramahans, Chinmayanandji, our Mahavatar Baba. So many saints and sages are there. And Paramahansa Yogananda. Yes, these are how many did we mention? 7, 8 of them. There are hundreds of them even today. And they don't come out. They are living a secret life. You have to look. Every time I go to India, I go and find one at least. And it's not that I'm searching. Mindset is like that. Someone will come and tell me, Swamiji, I heard about this man. Okay, let's go. And we go. So these are the types of scriptures. And the next word is Nityam adhiyatam. Nitya means regularly with discipline. Vedo Nitya.
What do you call them, the sages? What are they for?
Agama. So Nitya is regularly with discipline. And if you decide every day, no, it's not a New Year resolution and only to be broken on the second. No, commit. Now you're given birth to this kid. Now you are committed. Till when? Till she says, till she gets married and goes away. Or if you are lucky, she gets married and comes and stays at home only. No escape. Ghar jawai. So Nitya, regularity with discipline, with joy. Nitya is also with joy. It's not like one girl went from our home, she went to India with her husband, and her husband's elder brother and his wife there. She said, Swami, she came back so exhausted, just went for 2 weeks. Swamiji, I said, what happened? What happened to you? You went for holiday. She said, I went there and I was cooking breakfast, lunch, dinner in their house. I didn't get to go anywhere. I said, why did you tell them that you are coming? She was exhausted. So, are we doing what we are doing with joy, with inspiration, with passion? I'm talking, I don't know how many times I must have taken this text. But every time I take it's fresh. It's a reminder to me because my mind is the first student. You are secondary. You are not primary. So Nitya means regularity, discipline, and it should not be imposed by someone. It should be out of self motivation, out of inspiration. And what is that? Adhiyatam, study. Engage with the scriptures, either reading or listening every day. Commit. Then tadudidam karma swanushtiyata. So first is study the scriptures. Second is taduditam karma. And when you study, whatever you have studied, whatever you are engaged with, it will leave some impression in your mind. And that will be the stimulus with which you will get activated to function in this world. Yeah, stimulus is what for us? Yeah, hunger. Hunger is a stimulus. And the moment stimulus comes, our legs automatically go towards kitchen. Then go, Marina, coffee, where is it? Very nice coffee. Then already commitment is made. Swamiji, everyday coffee and tea. I make very good. Another bonus, she makes very much good coffee and tea. I didn't ask her whether you make it or not, but she offered. See? So, taduditam. So when we study, now what you have listened, something will stay in your mind. Everything may not, but some things will stay. Whatever you have become available for, whatever is required by you, you will become available. It will stick in your mind. And suddenly, you tell me, I give you one example. A young boy, when he gets married, what does he do? Puts the jaimala around the neck of the girl, and the girl puts it around and they exchange the rings. What changed? He was still a boy and she is still a girl, but now they start behaving differently. I am a husband, I am a wife. But what changed? अंदर कुछ change हो गया ना. You accepted that she is mine and she accepted he is mine. And we are in relationship now. And now we are tied the holy knot. We have accepted each other in front of society, in front of God, in front of families. And from that moment onwards, you start thinking differently. Similarly, when you listen to satsang day in and day out, sometimes you will understand, sometimes you don't. Don't worry about it. Let it wash your mind. Let it wash your mind. Automatically, the performance that is taking place out of this body, the karma that is, the actions that are taking place outside, they will also start getting refined. Karma swanushtiyata. And what are the actions that you are doing? Not what you like or what you dislike. You do the actions as told by the scriptures. And what do the scriptures say? Matru devo bhava, pitru devo bhava, acharya devo bhava, atithi devo bhava. Scriptures say that all this is okay. You first respect your parent, mother, father. After that, respect the guru. Go to a teacher, study. That is what Vedo Nitya Adhiyata. Then what will Guru say? Guru will not say, Aja, put all your money into my pocket. Get it from your parents. No, Guru makes him, crushes his ego so that he becomes a good citizen in this society. He teaches him scriptures, and by the time that fellow comes out of the Gurukul, he is like a rough diamond becomes a very expensive cut diamond. Rough diamond becomes a cut diamond. It's because it's been refined and polished. This fellow also becomes polished. When we went into the ashram for 2 years, oh, you should have seen this old man who comes every year. He all nice. He's a hard taskmaster. He used to make us scrub the road just to check, are we surrendered to the higher or not. We were about 70 people who started the ashram in 96. After 1 week, he said, all right, the staff has left from the kitchen. We have the cook, but he can't do the dishwashing. I want you guys to organize yourself and do the lunchtime dishes. How many people? 200 people. Whole ashram. Very quickly, 20 people left. I didn't come here. I came here to study scriptures. I didn't come here to do a Shudra job, a lowly job, or washing the dishes. Is this for what I have come for? Gone. After 1 week, he said, now breakfast also, because we still can't find the staff. Another 10 left. So within 1 month, out of 70, 30 people left. So their commitment was for the knowledge, or their commitment was for a good life, because you get clothes, you get the barber to come, and every 3 months he will make you bald, and then you'll get the toothpaste, you'll get the brush, you'll get the notebooks, you will get every week, every 2 days, 3 days, you could change your sheets, everything was available, nothing we have to worry. So some people come only for that, and they have to be culled out. You see? So they were not fit, so they were culled out. Similarly, when we continuously engage with the scriptures, what is right, what performance is the correct performance in life, that becomes clear by studying the scriptures, by listening to the scriptures. Initially, it will be just tidbits. Then, as you keep going deeper and deeper, it keeps washing you again and again. Clarity keeps coming. Then, continuing, teneshasya vidhiyatam. Man normally functions when he says, I am doing something in life. What is it? I am doing, isn't it? I am doing means what? There is a doer. So, what is the expression of the ego? Ego expresses as karta and bhokta, doer and enjoyer. Understand? This is all of us. When you do any action as a doer, there is a consequence. There is a karma phala. You understand that much? There is a result. So when you are the doer, there is a result. That result will bind you. It will come as a memory. Why? I did well or I did not do well. I like what I did. Oh, I invested in the right place. I got a fantastic result. I must do it again. Next time became zero. Arey yaar, ye kya ho gaya? So in this manner, whenever we are the do, and whatever we do, why do we do it? Because we want to enjoy what we are doing, isn't it? Nobody does anything. You are not driven the car, that is doing. You are not sitting, that is also doing. You are not come here to be miserable. You come here to be happy. Get some extra tidbits and have a different vision of life. She wants peace. I'm giving pieces. You can pick up whichever you want. Huh? See? So in this manner, when continuously we perform with ego, the results are binding. They become the result of future lives. Then how can I escape from this, sir? If every action is a ego-oriented action, it is with desire. I came here with desire. Swami, Guruji said that this is happening and you came, you must have, that desire must, no, I must go and listen. It's a desire. Then how? But it is good thing that I have to study scriptures every morning. It is a desire. I heard it is the right thing. So now, is it binding? Study of scriptures, coming to satsang, is it binding? Going to temple, is it binding? Is it negative? Then what to do? How to get out of this? Here it says, Tena ishasya vidhiyatam. Offer all the actions to the Lord. Don't become the doer. I am speaking. No, I am not speaking. He is speaking. I came here. Yes, mind will say, I came. But inside the feeling should be, he made me come here. He made me open that email. He made Swamiji call me and therefore I came to know, so I came. Everyone will have some way. But the angle of approach should be such to everything that everything is happening because of him. And that is true. From the time of birth, did you come out of the womb by yourself? It happened. Did you cry? Now I'm going to cry. No, you started crying. Did you say, now I have come out, now what to do? Oh, chalo, start breathing. Did you start breathing? No, that also happened. So, hunger happens, breathing happens, blinking happens, hiccups happen, coughing happens, sneezing happens. Everything happens when it is required to happen. But this idiot called ego says, I am doing it. Correct? So now, this is just at your body level. Same is true about everything in life. Everything is happening. This shift in vision is required. Shift in vision is required. Either you surrender it to the Lord or you be self-oriented, whichever way. So, Tena Ishasya Vidhiyatam. See that it is His will that is functioning through you and around in the world. Teneshasya Vidhiyatam Apachitihi Kamye Matistyajyatam. And therefore, when you start thinking in this manner, with every breath, with every activity, that everything is happening by His will, and your mind slowly gets weaned away from the doership and enjoyership and I have to do something. Now your desire is not to do something, but your desire is that everything is happening by the Lord's will. This is where your attention is. Automatically, all the worldly desires become depleted within your system. And only one desire is left. What is that? The Lord is. Bolo Siyavara Ramachandra ki jai. Sai Baba Maharaj ki jai. He is functioning through us. Or as the mind becomes single pointed towards the divine principle, to that extent the world drops out of your mind, out of your desires. As every night when you go to sleep, your mind becomes focused on sleep, do you do anything to remove the world out of your mind? What do you want to do? I want to go into the embrace of the sleep, isn't it? And you start thinking. When you start thinking, automatically before you know, you have changed your clothes into night clothes. Before you know, you have put the lights off, locked the doors. Before you know, you are inside the bed. Before you know, you are in the right position that you have to, where the sleep comes. Which one is the cozy one? This way or that way or that way. And you're thinking, now I'm sleeping, and you're thinking of sleep. So you are thinking of sleep and the world is going out of your mind. You didn't put any efforts to remove the world. Think. Exactly the same way. When you think about the Lord, Tene Shasya Vidhiyatam, the world automatically goes out of your mind. Automatically. Effortlessly. Effortlessly. It's that effortless. It's happening every moment. You have to catch it. And you can catch it only by His grace. That much ego can never catch it. It is only in the dissolution of the ego that this becomes crystal clear in front of your eyes and mind. Apachiti kamye matistyajyatam, and thus turn. So, like our Gandhi principle, see no evil, hear no evil, talk no evil. So this is willpower. I have to see no. No, we want to be smarter. Because here it is ego. Here it is doership. Do it. For some time you might have to do it also, just to create that momentum. But greater momentum will come when we are offering everything to the Lord and seeing that He is functioning through our life in every aspect of, every thought is also coming because of Him. Waking, dream and sleep, they are happening because of Him. See? Papaugha paridhuyatam, and when our desires of our mind, which were desiring the world, are now desiring the Lord, what will happen? Papaugha paridhuyatam, our mind completely free of all sin. Because what is sin? What is sin? I don't know. We all know. We have all our own definitions of sin. So what is someone? She said, I was telling her about Kailash. I said, I don't go for parikrama. Swami doesn't go for parikrama. Arey, paap karte hain. He's committing a sin. I go around myself. Oh, very big ego. आत्म प्रदक्षिणा करते हैं ना, आत्म प्रदक्षिणा, करेक्ट. बिग सिन अपने आप को क्या सोचता है, अपनी परिक्रमा करता है. So what is sin? I am asking you, what is your definition of sin? Nothing right or wrong. It's said.
Miss the mark.
Miss the mark. What is the mark?
The mark is the goal, the thing that is right.
What is right? I'm just good. You're in the right track. I'm just taking you deeper. What is right?
His will.
Good. Only the divine can be right. Not our. No, individual can never be right. Only divine is right. Because divine is complete. Individual is individual can never be complete. But when individual surrenders to the divine, when the wave surrenders to the ocean, it becomes complete because it is infinite. Then individuality does not corrupt it. Other people will see the individual. Such people are called saints and sages who have perfected while living. That opportunity is there for every one of us. Continuing. So what is sin? Okay, one more way. It's very good. But I just try to push a little bit. If you ask the right questions, answer comes out. This I learned with the kids. When I used to take children classes, you ask, they are so innocent. They just see the world unlike us. So you just ask the pertinent questions and keep directing their mind and just like I was doing it with you just now. And they used to come out with statements given in the Upanishads. I have got those notebooks at home. I said, when you get married, I'll give it to you. Swamiji, why then? Because if I give it to you now, you will not get married. I need more children in my class. So 2 of them are getting married. One is one is getting married 29th of this month. One got married. One is getting married on 17th of November. सब बड़े हो गए अभी. Now my next project. Go and give Ashirwad. 2, 3, 4. Create. Expand. Papa ugha paridhuyatam. Continuously desiring. When you stop desiring the world and your desires turn towards the Lord and you start seeing that He is performing everything, He is creating the situations, He is making the sun come up and go down, He is making the waking dream, deep sleep come, He is making the breath go in and out, He is making everything is Him. Then automatically, who is this Lord? This feeling will come and you will start desiring, I want to know more about Him. I want to get close to Him. I want to surrender to Him. I want to embrace Him. See? So, how will you have such a close relationship with the Lord? If you continue to have relationship with the world, you will never will be able to have relationship with Him. If you continue to have relationship with the world, associate with the waking world, you will never go to sleep. You have to let the world go, dissolve in order to get into the embrace of sleep. So if I have to get into the embrace of the divine, then the world has to, desire for the world has to go. So that means all the worldly desires are replaced by the one desire, that I desire the Lord and I want to be one with the Lord. This results in Papa Ugha Paridhuyatam. Dhu means washing. It's the washing machine effect. Every time you sit with the rosary, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Sai Ram, Sai Ram, Sai Ram, Sai Ram. This is the washing machine effect. What happens when the washing machine begins? Lot of dirt comes out first. Don't get scared. Don't get scared because you collected so much dirt in your, wrong interactions, wrong conclusions about life. All that will come out. Yeah, one person came, she said, Swamiji, I was taking the name of the Lord and everything was going fine, but nowadays I forget where I am and I'm so deeply, but since that has started happening, I'm so one with the name that on the day that I become one with the name, something wrong happens outside in my life. So now, and that happens only on Ekadashi days. So now I stop taking the name of the Lord on Ekadashi day. Then what do? I do fasting, but I don't take the name of the Lord. Then what do? No, I keep thinking what I'm going to eat after the Ekadashi. Why? Somehow she has got this connection that if I take the name of the Lord because there is no, the food is, energy is all available for the name of the Lord and I become in tune with the Lord, some negative incident is happening in my life, difficulties are coming, then exactly this thing I told her. I said, why don't you look at it as a washing, that dirt is coming out? And it will happen only for a few weeks. After that you will feel suddenly you are in bliss, a deep, because those things will not trouble you afterwards. We have to have the perseverance when we are taking the name of the Lord. That means you are giving more importance to the difficulties, less importance to the Lord. You hold on to the Lord. So that means I should do. I said, yes, next week, next Ekadashi you do and you call me that time. If there is any doubt. See? Papaugha paridhuyatam bhavasukhe doshonusandhiyatam. Recognize bhavasukhe, our emotional attachments in this world, our sukh, wherever there is joy, there is sorrow also afterwards. We say, no, don't be too happy, sorrow is just coming after that. And if someone is so sorrow, this person died now, my life is, what is my life without my wife? Don't worry, man. This will also pass away. He says, really? And then next week he goes and gets married again. You only said joy also doesn't stay and sorrow also doesn't stay. Because they are continuously fluctuating, no? Coming, going, bhavasukhe. This is the nature of the world. Nothing in this world stays. So don't get attached to it. Simple as that. Then, sir, what about our duties? Keep doing it as an offering to the Lord. But don't get attached to anything. Have all your desires only for the divine. And whatever life is presenting to you, you keep performing in His, seeing that He is performing through you. And as a result, what will happen? Bhava sukhe dosho anusandhiyatam. That recognize while this is happening, we are still in the unfoldment process. We are not reached. Recognize that nothing in this world is permanent. Remember what was discrimination she said? Between truth and untruth. Isn't it? So what is the conclusion? That anything in this world is not worth getting attached to. If it is not worth getting attached to, it's not worth desiring also. Third, what is the limitation of the world? Everything in the creation comes into existence, stays in existence, and then dissolves away. Everything comes with expiry date, isn't it? My phone is now 4 years old. Already it is giving trouble. I was telling her, kuch aa hi nahi raha hai. Suddenly it freezes. This happens to our mind also, okay? That is called dementia. It happens to our body also. It happens to our hunger also. It happens to our breath also. But if it is a good sign that it is naturally closing down. But those who have not prepared themselves, they will call it dementia. If you have prepared yourself to be the sakshi, to be the witness, and you are able to watch that your mind is no longer functioning, you are in bliss. You are realized. Let the mind become quiet. So, when the mind becomes quiet in sleep, you have got no problem. You feel, oh, I had a very good sleep. Now, naturally, life is making you, for whatever reasons, chemical reactions, wrong connections in neural connections, mind is not able to think. But yeah, every night you go to sleep, you have to forget everything. Now, while in the waking plane, your mind is forgetting phone numbers, mind is forgetting who my husband is, who my child is, who my brother is, have I eaten the food or not? What is the problem? Nothing, no problem. But if you are not prepared, it becomes a problem. If you are prepared, it is a blessing in disguise. And what is the preparation? Stand apart. Commit to Him. And when you are in touch with Him, in tune with Him, and the mind collapses in the waking state, balle balle. Balle balle. you are where you are supposed to be. You are in open-eyed samadhi because mind is not functioning. Yogis practice so many years to empty their mind. Yours is naturally happening and you call it dementia. बेवकूफ हो क्या? Are you mad? Just understand. Understand the foundation of the mind. This is how it is happening. Because doctors had to give it a name, they give it a name. But if you are prepared, it is a very positive step from my point of view. It's not written in scriptures, okay? It is my assessment of my mind. Bhava sukhe dosho nusandhiyatam. Dosha, we are very good at fault finding. Marina is a wonderful tea maker, but you know, but she put extra sugar. She thinks I am not sweet enough. Undhiya was, किसने undhiya बनाया था? अम्मा ने बनाया. Undhiya was very nice, you know, but we always have some fault finding in everyone. If you have fault, this habit is there, use it positively. What is that? Find fault with the whole creation itself. And what is the fault? Tell me, what is the fault with the creation? Creation came into existence and it will go out of existence. Nothing is permanent in this creation. Nothing is permanent in this creation. This is the fault. And we want permanent peace. If you hold on to finite creation, can you get infinite peace? No. Understand this. You have to change the rule of engagement. You have to move from the world to the divine. Then only it will happen. But if you keep maintaining the same rule of engagement to involve in the world and expect that the world must give me infinite peace, continuous peace, unbroken peace, it is never going to happen. Not from your husband, not from your wife, not from your children. It will only happen from the divine. So, dosho nusandhi, another way of looking at fault finding. The atmecha vyavasiyatam. So once you have come to this conclusion that the world is at fault because it is never permanent, it's ever changing. I see that, yes, last year I came, Guruji was there, Marina was there, you were there. This year I come, again you are there. On the surface, everything is there. But last year I say he was happy, I was happy. And we talked about Swamiji, we talked about the books, we talked about other things. This time also, how are you? And immediately, yeah, you know, my shoulder is aching. He says, only shoulder? My both shoulders are aching. I said, my hip is aching. He says, my both hips are aching. Our satsang began. So once you have understood that there is nothing worthy to be pursued in this world, and remember, this body is a part of this world, breath is a part of this world, mind is a part of this world, intellect is a part of this world. This individuality is also part of this world. This birth and death is part of this world. Nothing worthy of your attention. Then what do I do when I've seen that, yeah, man, everything is changing. I can't hold on to. Can you hold on to you go to a river and the river is flowing and say, I will catch the river. Can you catch it? It's already moved ahead. You can never catch the river. Similarly, nothing in this world can ever be caught. It's continuously changing. On the surface, it looks the same, but it's changing. They put the makeup, man. Understand? तो फिर क्या करना है? What is to be done then? If we can't hold the world, and if we have worked out that, do I go into depression? No, don't go into depression. Nothing in this world is worthy to be pursued because it can never give you happiness, because it is finite, because it is changing, because it is impermanent. Impermanent things cannot give me permanent happiness. Then what do I do? How do I get permanent happiness? Here it says, atmecha vyavasiyatam. If you want to engage yourself, don't engage in the world. Doing everything, engage yourself in contemplating on the consciousness that you are. Engage yourself in taking the name of the Lord, remembering the divine. Atmecha vevasiyatam. Have an intense desire to discover who you are. Who am I? Who am I? Am I only a wife? But where is the wife? In the knee, in the head, in the mind, in the baby, in the husband. Where is she? If you go look for her, you will not find her. Because you will only find a woman. If the father goes and looks for where is the father, he will only find a man. These are all roles that you have imagined, and these roles are the ones which are miserable. Man is never miserable. All the roles are miserable. Woman is never miserable. So come back to the original. Come back to the original. And what is the original? Original is Atma or the divine. So Atmecha vevasiyatam. Vevasiyatam, strive, put efforts. Just like you put efforts to go to sleep. You don't go put efforts to go to sleep to remain awake all night. Do you? You don't. So you put efforts to go to satsang, you put efforts to take the name of the Lord, not to get something in the world. Normally our goal is, Arey, I went on a pilgrimage. Acha, kya kiya? No, I went to Kailash. And what did you ask for? No, I asked, I came, this particular trip was only for my child, the child was in year 12 and I prayed to Lord Shiva, let her pass in with good marks and get into the good course. Itna sab karne, after doing all this you didn't ask for liberation. Please come with me next time again, okay? I need people like you more. हम भी कम नहीं हैं. Why assessment has not been done yet? Still, some hook is there in the family and this and that. If he can take that event that I did it for my daughter, and that thought was by the divine, not only that thought, but if he has been living like that every thought is divine, and this moment this thought came, that is also his will. I came with the idea, I didn't come with any desire or any idea, but this is the thought that came. Sometimes it has happened to me that some people have said something and I go there at Kailash, 56% oxygen in the air. You can't, if you want to remember who you are, you can't remember. Oxygen in the air. All thoughts become zero, mind becomes zero. And suddenly in that moment, someone has said something, Swamiji, please ask for me. Suddenly that thought comes. Okay, so be it. I don't want anything for myself. Because there is no doubt as to who I am. This is what his will is. He only made that thought come. He only asked for blessings for that particular person. So be it. If that is the attitude, but it should be in all circumstances, not only one circumstance where it suits you. Nija gruha turnam vinirgamyatam. And in this way, strive. Mumukshutvam. Mumukshutvam is, see, there are 4, you must have heard. What is that? Dharma. We put 4 places we put efforts in life. Dharma. Bolo aage. What is the next one? Artha. What is the next one? Kama. And what is the 4th one? Moksha. So dharma is the foundation, that is the education, that is the going to the teacher. And what do you learn there? What is the most righteous duty that you have to do in life? That is to realize that you are the self. Once you have learned, but life will push you, then you finish. The teacher will not keep you in the ashram forever, free food, free clothes, free haircut. He will get out now, over. Now live, face the challenges. The moment you come into the world, Arey Bapre, this was so blissful, nothing we had to worry about. Now, where's the next meal coming from? This is what the thoughts come. Where I used to wear Italian shoes, I used to have $500 cash in my pocket. Now I have to take a bowl everywhere. It's a total different rule. You're jumped into the life. But what do you do in life? When, as a grahastha, you are all family way. So, as a grahastha, what is your job? Or any person for that matter, even if you are unmarried, you go and apply yourself in life and produce wealth. Produce wealth, whether it is spiritual wealth or it is physical wealth. Produce wealth. When you have wealth, lot of wealth, then what do you do with that wealth? You satisfy your desires, isn't it? You satisfy your desires. Our scriptures don't say that. They say produce wealth righteously, then use that wealth to satisfy your needs. Not your desires, your needs. Then what do I do with the rest of the wealth? You use it to satisfy the needs of others. Not their desires, needs of others. And while doing all this, don't forget the last goal, mumukshutvam. That is intense desire to liberate, intense desire to be happy all the time. If I do all this, then I'll be happy. You have lost the plot. You have to be happy while you are doing all this. How? By seeing that he is doing it all, not you. And slowly, slowly your mind will undo itself. And in this way, nijagruhat turnam vinirgamyatam. In this way, quickly, he says, nijagruhat. You don't have to leave the home. You don't have to go to monastery. You don't have to take sannyas. You don't have to go into the jungles and caves. Nijagruhat, in the house, while living in the house, doing everything that you are doing, secretly, like Lahadi Mahashai, like Ramakrishna Paramananda, they're married. But Anandamayi Ma, you heard of these masters. If not, go on YouTube, you can see them. Her husband took initiation from his own wife. How many are ready? See, that laughter tells you everything. So, Nijagrahat means wherever you are, life has placed you. Another way of putting it, home is this body. You are within this body. You have to come to realize. Meaning, before this body dies, you have to realize, come to know. And be free from attachment. Attachment to the world, attachment to family, attachment to body, attachment to birth and death. You are only attached to one thing, and that is the divinity. And this is the first verse as a reminder in a nutshell. Enough? Up to you. मेरे को कोई problem नहीं है. How do we bring this about? Repeat after me. Sangha satsu vidhiyatam. Sangha satsu vidhiyatam. Bhagavato. Bhaktir drudhadhiyatam. Tirdrudhadhiyatam. Shantyadi parichiyatam. Shantyadi parichiyatam. Drudhataram karmashu santyajyatam. Karmashu santyajyatam. He says, seek. See, all this is very difficult. If you are left alone and the wife or husband are continuously eating your head, child is continuously demanding your attention, mother-in-law is continuously on your back like a rakshasi. Very difficult. Then what to do? Yeah, there's a Sangha Satsu Vidhiyatam. Seek the company of saints and sages. Seek the company of good people, not saints. Any society, there will be always good people. There will be always sadhu purusha. There will be always people who are God oriented. Levels may differ, but there are always people. So whoever comes in front of you, you go there, fine. And then as you are, if you are committed to the Lord, not to the person. So here you should be committed, you must be alert towards the words that you're coming towards you, not towards this form. Because when you can get attached to the form, it becomes cult. We don't want to be, we are not cultist. We want to go beyond that. We want to go to the divinity, which is infinite. Form is finite. So here, seek the company of good people. And I have seen in my life for over 40 years, the quality of people that I associate with keeps changing, and a point has come where I stopped saying it's changing or not changing. Everyone is wonderful. Because in everyone, what is your vision? Duryodhana and Yudhishthira were sent that you go around the world and find out, because when he was made the king, Duryodhana said, why not me? And then both were sent around. Duryodhana, you go around and find one bad person, and Duryodhana, you go around and find one good person. Both of them came empty-handed. Both of them came. Duryodhana said, everywhere I went, every good person also had some fault in him. So I could not bring anyone back. Yudhishthira said the same thing, that every bad person I looked at also had some good quality in him. So I also did not bring anyone. Where is your vision? Where is your attention? See? So now, before it used to be, this satsang is good or that satsang is good or this, abhi kuch nahi hai. बस अभी सब जहाँ whatever life is presenting, be there at that moment. That is perfect at that moment. That must come. And again, what else? Seek the company of good people to build up the momentum in your life towards the divinity. And Bhagavato Bhaktir Drudhadhiyatam, and cultivate deep devotion to the Lord. Keep chanting the name of the Lord. Lord only helps those who help themselves. If you keep wishing, when Sai Baba will come, then my life will change. When Shirdi Sai Baba will come, then my life will change. Until he doesn't come, I will keep doing the wrong things. ऐसे थोड़ा ना होता है. ऐसे थोड़ा ना होता है. Why is he not coming? Why all these difficulties are coming? That means, if is he there or not there, all wrong angles you go. You start correcting yourself. You can't read the books and do a PhD on how to swim and never get into the water. You don't need to read anything. You have to just jump. Automatically. You will drink some water, afterwards you will start floating. You can't do a PhD on cycling and never cycle. But you get onto the cycle, you don't need any data on it. Automatically you learn how to balance. And you will never forget it after that. Same thing. You start walking towards Him, walking towards the Lord. And how do you walk towards the Lord? Chant the name of the Lord. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Whatever the Lord inspires from within, take His name with open throttle. Don't worry about the world. Chant loudly, joyfully. And when people are around, if you have the courage, do it in front of your wife. Otherwise, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Then do it softly that time. The moment she goes, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. फिर बाद में कर लो, क्या फर्क पड़ता है कि नहीं? भक्तिर दृढ़ाधीयताम Shantyadi parichiyatam. What will be the result when you chant the name of the Lord? An unexplainable peace descends upon you. The journey of taking the name of the Lord is, whether it is Om Namah Shivaya, Hallelujah, Amen, whatever mantra. Loud chanting to lip chanting. I'll give you example. Om Namah Shivaya, this is loud chanting. Only you are able to hear, others are not able to hear. Then only Adam apple chanting. This is the journey of the sound. We are going to the source of the sound. Because where is the creation? In the names. Where are the names? In the mouth. And where is the, how did the expansion come? It started from here and it came out here, isn't it? Now we are going back. So loud chanting to lip chanting to Adam apple chanting to mental chanting. And from mental chanting, it becomes involuntary chanting in the mind. And after that comes samadhi, savikalp and then nirvikalp. And that is, in technical language, it is called vaikhari, loud chanting, madhyama. The location of loud chanting is lips. Location of vaikhari, madhyama. The mental chanting is throat. This point. Then, because that is the point of Vishuddhi Chakra, the space, empty space. Then last is Pashyanti. The location of Pashyanti is the heart. And then Para. Para is that which has gone beyond the three. That is your coccyx, the base of your spine, or the navel. From navel, the energy goes to the base of your spine and goes to meet the beloved, the Sahasrara. That is the journey. So what is this Vaikhari Madhyama Pashyanti? Vaikhari Madhyama Pashyanti. This is waking, this is dream, this is sleep. And you have to go beyond the three. Because where are these three taking place? In your mind. Who are you other than the mind? Catch. That simple it is. Yes, it is that simple. As a result, what was Shantyadi Parichiyatam. Expose yourself to this silence again and again by taking the name of the Lord. Because He is by nature peace. He is peace incarnate. He is infinite incarnate. Dridhataram karmashu santyajyatam. And as this peace comes, in peace what will happen? When even temporary quietness comes in your mind, some people you must have seen, those people who take the name of the Lord, and when their japa is over, they become very angry afterwards. Don't you know that I was taking the name of the Lord? Why you were clanking the pots? Why you were making the tea with so much sound? Why couldn't you do it quietly? I was doing it like I always do. But what has happened? Your mind has become quiet as a result of chanting, and even that mosquito going sounds as if one plane is going. What is the fault of other people? But you become agitated because you think that other people are purposely doing it. You have to find within yourself to remain calm. And Dridhataram. So whatever desire comes, heat, cold, hunger, thirst, judgment, biasness, etc., anger, greed, jealousy, envy, ego, hypocrisy, they will keep coming up because you have cultivated them. While you are taking the name of the Lord, when that peace comes, remain in peace, be happy. To be happy, you begin with happiness, live in happiness, conclude in happiness. So happiness becomes the constant. Don't do something for happiness. So right now, I hope, am I speaking that after I speak, then I'll collect merit and gods will be happy and they will make me happy? Is that why I'm doing it? Or is my discourse at this moment out of inspiration and joy? It's the difference. So don't do anything in life for happiness. Whatever you have to do it happily. That is the trick. Dridhataram karmashu santyajyatam. We'll do this last one and conclude. Sadvidvanupasrupyatam pratidinam tatpaduka sevyatam तत्पादुका सेव्यतां ब्रह्मैकाक्षरमर्थ्यतां ब्रह्मैकाक्षरमर्थ्यतां श्रुतिशिरो श्रुतिशिरो वाक्यं समाकर्ण्यतां वाक्यं समाकर्ण्यताम् सद्विद्वानुपसृप्यतां प्रतिदिनं तत्पादुका सेव्यतां ब्रह्मैकाक्षरमर्थ्यतां श्रुतिशिरो वाक्यं समाकर्ण्यताम्. Now what to do? Till here you were doing it all by yourself. Now he is saying, still if challenges are there, very rare few are there who can do the whole journey. He had no guru. Someone found him and he was realized. He had guru but nobody knows what his name was. तो यहाँ पे लिखा है, here it says sad vidwan. Sat means truth, vidwan means intelligent, wise, matured. Vidwan upasrupyatam, approach a wise teacher, approach a teacher who can explain, approach a teacher who can guide, approach a teacher who is adept at resolving doubts, approach a teacher who is adept at teaching the scriptures, who has done the sadhana, is living it in his life. If I want to study mathematics, will I go to a geography teacher? Huh? No, no. If I want to learn cooking, will I go to a factory worker? No, he doesn't know. He only knows how to punch holes in the metal. Exactly the same way. Why do you think if whole life you have been to a teacher to study something, whatever you know today, why do you think that in scripture, when it comes to spirituality, you can do it by yourself? Ego. I am going to do. Many people study Sanskrit because of that reason. I want to study the Sanskrit Bhagavad Gita from my angle, as it is. I don't want to listen to anyone. That is ego. Those great masters are stupid who are belonging to the Shankaracharya tradition or the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu tradition or Yogananda tradition, Mahavatar Baba tradition. That entire lineage or the Nath Sampradaya tradition, he is from Nath Sampradaya. That teacher after teacher has passed on the knowledge and it has come to this present person, the master. And you are saying that you are going to find out something that they don't know. Yes, stupid. So go and find a person. In fact, don't even look for it. You have it in your heart. This is how I did it. I gave a ultimatum to the Lord. मैंने कहा, भगवान, I am taking your name 24/7, 6 months. If you don't sort it out for me in 6 months, I am never going to take your name. In 6 months, I was in the ashram. I had no idea I was going to take sannyas. My father came. Hey, you are wasting your life. You are 32 years old. Either get married or go to sannyas. I said, thanks. It came from your mouth. I was waiting for that. He says, Acha. Now I said, you said it. Now it's your responsibility to tell mom, not my problem. Sir, I'm not making it up. That is the truth. Because if I break the news, the feeling was there, but how do I tell them? Because I myself was not sure. But when it Matru Devo, Pitru Devo, father told me, get married, he gave me a choice. And I was taking the name of the Lord at that time. Because I was in this cyclical, I caught up in a cycle. Whenever I used to chant Om, I used to get into Samadhi, all the vices will go away. And then I'll feel, oh, I achieved everything, I know the truth. And then I'll stop doing my sadhana. And then slowly, drinking will begin, discoing will begin. And suddenly I'll realize, 1 month gone. What is this happening? I was enjoying that time. What is this? Again I'll start my 1 year like this, going into Samadhi, coming out and again spoiling it all. Again going, again come. One day I got frustrated with the whole thing. I said, what is this here? So I realized I am caught up in a cycle. waking, dream, deep sleep is a cycle. I was caught up in this cycle. Going into Samadhi, coming out of and getting involved in the world with more energy. Pagalo, you couldn't stop me. I was so energetic. Even now I am. And then that day I didn't sleep. I didn't sleep that day. And I was writing and writing because mind can take you in different directions. I wrote. I was self-analyzing. Where am I going wrong? And I couldn't find. And I was crying away. This is at 2 o'clock in the morning. And I went into my bed. Next morning I had to go to work. I am lying in my bed. I don't know. I'm exhausted thinking. I can't find any doorway to find the answer why this is happening to me. And then there was one Bhagavad Mahapuran book was lying next to me in a novel form. I took this thick book someone had given me. Opened one page. Itna chota, so small letters. I said, this is, I can't read this. Closed. They got the beautiful picture of Sri Krishna. I looked at Sri Krishna. Man, yaar, why you are giving me so much trouble? I'm doing the sadhana. Why am I got caught up in this cycle? I tried to work it out. I can't find an answer. And how can a picture speak to you? Correct? How can a picture speak to you? So I kept looking. I said, forget all these questions. Such a nice. I kept looking and I don't know when I went to sleep. The book is lying on my chest. And suddenly, I must have gone 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Suddenly I woke up because some sound woke me up. You stupid bugger. Whole life you are doing, all sadhana you are doing by yourself. Have you ever done anything for me? Have you ever done any sadhana for my sake? You have done it because of your ego. I am doing it. जो पहले आया था. और it's as if the मटकी टूट गई, घाघर फूट गई. Water came from everywhere. Eyes, ears, nose, heart. Complete. And I sweated like anything. Completely. That night itself, I said, you are saying what you are saying is correct. And if that is true, 24/7, I'll take your name. You need to sort this out for me. Ultimatum de diya maine. That is my relationship with him, okay? You find yours. And I had 3-4 accidents because I will keep chanting the name of the Lord. कब मेरे को समाधि लग जाती मेरे को पता नहीं. कड़ी धड़ाम. 4-5 बार हो गया. But doesn't matter. It didn't stop me from continuing that. I kept chanting. अपने आप, the teacher came into my life. अपने आप. I didn't know Swamiji. I didn't know anything. I just went one way to Himalayas. I said, I'm going. Dad तब तक बता दिया था. Sannyas or marriage? Okay, I'm going. And things happened in such a way that he came in front of me. And I said, who's this arrogant fellow? Because people are sitting, they know him. I don't know. First time I'm meeting. A tall fellow walking. And people are falling at his feet. And he is not even looking at them. He just kept walking as if kachara, sideways. I said, what fellow? This is Swami? He's going to be the teacher next life, next class, next course. What can he teach? I have done sadhana. But then very quickly, because I was taking the name, I know that angle of approach was wrong. But see, living in this world, these type of thoughts come. So here when it says, approach a wise teacher, a saint, sometimes you have to give it time to gel with someone. It takes time. Commitment between husband and wife is not, for some people it is immediate, for some people it's a whole life of experiment. Correct? It is. You don't know what is coming next. So here it says, Pratidinam tat paduka sevyatam. And once you have found a teacher has come into your life to whom you are surrendered, from whom you are learning, tat paduka, then offer your service at his feet every day. Offer your service at the feet doesn't mean on a sweaty day, sweat and wipe it on his feet. Seva, tat paduka sevatam. No. Paduka means you have got the padukas here, no? The sandals are there. So what do sandals represent in our culture? Sandals represent the foundation on which that person is standing. The foundation on which that person is standing. So all his qualities. So when you see the goddess, her feet are put outside the house. When you see the Lord, even in Shirdi temple, you will see the padukas on the outside. You touch your head there, because those feet represent his that being, that his qualities, his ideals. So imbibe those ideals. So what is your seva towards the teacher? To imbibe the knowledge, to imbibe the truth, to imbibe the qualities that he has cultivated in his life into your life. You be as great as he is. And what is his greatness? He is abiding in the consciousness. So what is your seva to him? What is your offering to him? What is your service to his feet, to his padukas, his slippers? That I must abide in my consciousness, in the consciousness that I am. I must realize that. When? In this lifetime. Now don't wait. No, Swamiji, only when you touch my head, then I will realize. This will not happen. And if you wait in that way, you are wasting your time in this time. It can happen temporarily. But if you don't take that and run, you have lost the opportunity again. Masters are there who can bless you, who can give you samadhi experience also, but it is only temporary. It will not be permanent. Because it is only happening till their sankalpa is working. Once I was in Haridwar, a person came. He was next to my room. We were drinking tea. Nice sunshine in Haridwar. He says, "Where are you coming from?" I said, "From Australia, man." He said, "Where are you coming?" "I'm coming from Tibet." Acha baat hai. Tibet? How come? Kailash? Yeah, I lived near Kailash only. How come? Then he started telling me his story. That I wanted to experience, my parents had passed away and I wanted to experience Nirvikalpa Samadhi. And I was a blessing of some Mahatma. And I don't know who that Mahatma is. And I was looking, and one day one Tibetan Mahatma came and he said, "Come with me if you want Nirvikalpa Samadhi." He took me to Tibet, Kailash, and somewhere, some cave they were staying. And he says, "Now tell me, what do you want?" He said, "I want Nirvikalpa Samadhi." He says, "Acha, take." Put his hand on his head, and for 6 years he was in Nirvikalpa Samadhi. 6 years. Nirvikalpa Samadhi means just like sleep, you don't know you are the body. Mind is zero. Nirvikalpa means there is no thought in your mind and you are in meditation. And after 6 years he came out of Samadhi. Why? The Guru was dying. He was breathing his last. So when he breathed his last, so his sankalpa, his power of intention, it became weaker and weaker. So this fellow came out of meditation. And from that day till he met me, he says, "Can you put me in Nirvikalpa Samadhi?" So he had outsourced Nirvikalpa Samadhi. But he had no tools how to get into it. See, this is, so don't depend on anyone. If you want to learn from the teachers by doing the Paduka Seva, just like our Ekalavya was there. The Guru Dronacharya, he said, "I will not teach the tribal prince. I will teach only the royal princes." So this fellow was totally dedicated. He had accepted in his mind that he is my teacher. He went into the jungle, built a look-alike statue of Dronacharya and became a better archer than Arjuna. He became a better archer than Arjuna. But no living person there. Only in his mind he has accepted that he is my teacher. And what is he praying? He is only praying to the statue with the slippers in front. That this is the Guru Paduka. Paduka is the feet. And he imbibed all the qualities of that teacher even if he is not present physically. This is possible with you also. You focus on Shankaracharya, you focus on Jnaneshwar Maharaj, you focus on Ramakrishna, you focus on Mahavatar Baba, you focus on Shirdi Sai Baba. But important thing is focus. Ananyas chintayanto mam ye jana paryupasate. Ananyas, exclusively think about him. Don't allow any thought of anything in this world to come and corrupt your continuous thought flow towards him. Then see, Baba will express through you. You will not say that, other people will say. You are only concerned with your dissolution into him. That's all. And that's what Eklavya did. And here it is said, Pratidinam tat paduka sevyatam. This is a way to become single-pointed, is a way to become, remember, single-pointed mind is a purified mind. Purified mind is an expanded mind. So you are thinking from many thoughts, you are coming to one thought. How can one thought be expanded thought? We are saying single-pointed mind is an expanded mind. The capacity of expansion in that single-pointed focus is humongous. Then where is that? Why that capacity of what did I say? Expansion become limited when I'm thinking many thoughts? Because many thoughts are taking away the energy of your mind. When there is only one thought, all energy is consolidated. And you become focused on the Lord, and for whatever reason, you shift that attention from the Lord and you say, I want a house. It will come like this. It will come like this. But do it only once. Don't do it 2 or 3 times. Because then it will become a habit. Then he is becoming the cause and goodies in the world is becoming the effect. That's what majority people go to temple for. So in this way, and then last 2 words, Brahmaikaksharam arthyatam. Then once you are continuously doing the seva of his paduka, imbibing the teachings from him by approaching the teacher, then now on your own, independently strive. Brahmaikaksharam arthyatam. Arthyatam means meaning. Strive to understand, strive to discover, strive to come to a disposition where the Brahmaikakshara, Brahma Eka Akshara. Brahma is reality, not Brahmaji, the creator. Brahma is the reality, the total reality. Eka Akshara, the entire universe, the entire truth is known only by one syllable. What is that? Om. That is. Strive to understand the meaning of Om. So chant the name of the Om. Understand. For that what you have to study? Again, under a teacher. Don't do it yourself. Under a teacher, under his tutelage, listen to his satsangs on Mandukya Upanishad. Now don't say, oh no, Mandukya, that is the highest then. Yes. Oh, I will bypass everything and go straight to it. You will get totally confused. You will get totally confused. So try to understand the meaning of Om. Shruti Shiro Vakyam Samakarnyatam. And listen carefully. So once this thing arises, see, the grace of the teacher is that your interest in listening to scriptures, your interest in seeking out the meaning of Om, your interest to seek out the secret of this whole creation, your interest to seek out who am I, this gets ignited from inside. And it will, and once ignited in this particular sequence, in this manner, by taking the name of the Lord or serving the teacher, then it will not leave you. It will not leave you till you reach the destination, in this life or next life. Our goal is to do it in this life, because next life I don't know what will happen. Nobody knows. So in this manner, the verses go on next time. Maybe whenever we have done 2, remind me, 3, 4, 5 are left. We'll leave it here, 1 hour 45 minutes. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnahat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Just sit quietly for a moment. As you are sitting, don't change anything.